Okay, we are live for the stream now.
I see.
Hey, we should schedule our match one of these days.
That's part of why I hopped in here. I saw you in here and I was like, instead of messaging you, I could just talk with you for a moment.
Wednesday is better for me.
Wednesday I have a thing, but it's only like an hour. And I should be done by like before 3. Just sometime after 3 work.
Yeah, I mean, whenever. I don't work Wednesdays, so.
Okay, I'll just message you when I'm done then.
Sounds good.
Alright, cool. That was easy. How's the run and bun going?
We're
almost
gonna
Brawly.
most likely fight Brawly today.
Oh, word.
If
I'll
we
have to
don't
watch
fight
some.
Brawly, something has gone really wrong.
Yeah. Or I'm too indecisive and spend 3 hours in the calc and then give up.
Now we're gonna cook Brawly with our team.
I think we have the pieces for it. It's just a matter of putting them all together.
I mean, we have what? We have
Ground with Meditite. Oh, I need Meditite. That's what I need.
2 psychic types. We have what was it? 1 flying type.
Something like that.
Yeah, we got him. We got a bunch of intimidators. It'll be easy.
Yep.
Hello,
Presumably.
gang.
Yo, what's up? I owe you $0 in ad revenue for restreaming.
Oh my goodness.
Because I was watching
Can't
your
believe
stream
you
for a
did this.
minute.
Yeah, no. It's all good. It's all good. I saw your message in the chat just now. Sorry that I couldn't look at it earlier. I was a little.
Oh
bit
no,
busy.
you were. I'm guessing you died shortly after I stopped looking.
No, actually, I just beat the thing.
Nice. Okay.
I am just trying to improve my time at this point. Trying to get better at the game.
Okay. Staravia, Growlithe, Meditite, Baltoy.
Once I'm finished eating
Seadra,
lyrics, we can do prep.
Piplup. Okay.
How long do you have tonight?
We gotta start.
That's a great
Me?
question.
Oh.
No, or
I have ages.
You have what?
Ages.
Baltoy, and then Seadra. What's up there?
Perfect.
Growlithe.
I have to prep against Ice Fraud as well, so.
Beautiful.
Unless, hear me out, Ice Fraud. What if instead you just told me how to beat you right now?
Counterpoint. I don't know.
That doesn't seem like
Like,
a very good counterpoint. I feel like I'm winning the argument.
You're assuming I know how to beat my team with your team when the whole idea is to make a team that you couldn't beat. So that's like, you know. Like, I'm not saying my team is unbeatable, but I made it as close as
Where am I supposed to be
possible,
going from here?
you know.
I don't know. I don't remember this. Oh, we need Elm.
Let's.
ping him.
Send him a picture, like, where do I go? Doesn't look confusing at all.
Elm is the one that's supposed to tell us what to do.
Yep.
I will talk about my dinner again, and you'll keep us from going too insane. And then Colin will be there.
And meanwhile, I'll be playing Tetris.
We have had a formula. Without Elm, the formula falls apart.
Hmm.
No, but seriously, where do I?
I genuinely don't know. Up?
Oh,
Okay.
where are you and what did you just do? I might be able to backseat while I'm Tetrising.
We're trying to get to Black Belt Teako?
No idea who that is. Cannot help you there.
Yeah. Oh, do you not have the run and button like guide up?
That's what I'm trying to find, but like I don't see a map in here
Oh.
because the layout is different.
I have the
Pokemon
Brawly
run and
pulled up. Encounter tracking. I can tell you Brawly's whole team.
Yeah, that sounds like a fucking nightmare.
Hmm.
Nope. I just misread a piece. Big misdrop. I'll be fine though.
Yeah, this guide is only telling me gym leader, rival, and elite 4 fights. That's not useful. Oh, all I'm seeing is that you need to be in the Discord.
Hmm.
All right, I've summoned him.
Hmm?
And we're lost.
And immediately we get the quack of notification. Welcome in, Elm.
That was me quacking, but
Oh. I thought that was just Elm's entering a call.
no, I just timed it pretty good.
Riveting content.
It's truly amazing.
As we all sit here with chat open, waiting for Elm to respond.
You could be watching me play Tetris while you're doing that.
True. Spring, bring the Tetris back up.
Trading at Schwab is now powered by Ameritrade, giving traders an expanding library filled with new on.
Ah, you're not subbed?
Oh, come on.
But why did this do another?
You should
Why
be
is-
watching on Firefox with an ad blocker, honestly.
I'm actually surprised fucking Opera wasn't blocking.
I'm surprised we only got one ad.
I had
I'm also
already
surprised
watched
by
an
that.
ad.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Love me that spin.
Well, I could not find directions. Oh, you're messaging in live chat, not... Okay. Yeah, we're on the 5th trainer. I haven't gotten any further.
Oh, on like YouTube chat, huh?
No, live chat, the voice chat, like in the channel in the server. So not the open chat, text chat, the separate live chat channel.
I don't even see that.
So up and left. Do I go up from here? Okay, my way to make sure there's no delay. I go up from
Bro
here.
is not subscribed to the right channels in the Discord.
Up from here.
Or on Twitch.
Okay. And then
Why are you
left.
not subbed?
And then left. And then... oh, okay. Here we go.
Okay, okay. We're bringing it back.
Okay.
Alright, you said you
We have
figured this one out
prepared
already,
for
right?
this. Yes, I've already figured this one out. Staravia, Okos with Aerial Ace.
That's good.
So we get Mock Punched. Crits never kill.
We do appear to have O-code.
And
so
then
that,
this should bait in Bunnery. And here we can switch into Growlithe. Because we should be baiting Triple Axle. And this gets Intimidate off. Yep, and then this should be a jump kick that we can switch into Meditite with. And then we should always live Triple Axle, and Force Bomb should always KO. Yep. This should force Minfu in, and then Baltoy should be able to clean up from here. With a Mud Shot and Psybeam, there is a small chance this doesn't KO, but we should never die to a crit. And I'm just going to double check that real quick. Yeah, because crit Drain Punch does at most 22. So Psybeam, as long as we're lucky, yep, just gets the KO.
I do not like hearing as long as we're lucky, but I understand that we were winning either way, so.
Yeah. Like, I knew that if we missed the range, we always had to switch.
If we miss the range, we should just be able to click Psybeam again because we were faster, right?
Yes.
And they're not healing that much off Drain Punch.
Yep. Yes, you're right. That was the plan. Okay, the next trainer, I have a loose plan. Pull up Seadra, Celio,
We cannot see the
Lucio.
screen.
Did you prep before stream? Yes, I did prep that fight, and then kind of the next fight, and I've taken a look at Brawly, but I did not get anywhere close to figuring out Brawly. Okay, Seadra, Celio, Luxio, Baltoy, Palpitoad is what I had written down. Oh, yeah. Okay. So... Primplop should be able to take down Print outspeeds Kecleon and Bubble Beam plus Pluck. Oh, the pluses. So there's a Chrome extension that lets you know what move they're likely to click. So Shadow Punch is the highest damaging move. Wait, why would Shadow? No, this isn't working, is it? It's supposed to be showing what move they select, or like what. Yeah, it's specifically for Run and Bun. But I feel like they should. Is it really always Thunderwave? You send me the Chrome extension later? Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'm not sure how accurate it is, but it should help with determining what move they select.
Marks, let me know when you're done with whatever.
Like, I don't know why it's not working for Hakamo'o. Go ahead. Oh, you're saying alright.
Yeah, I think we're ready to go.
Okay, we'll be back then. At least I'll be
Okay,
back.
see you.
Everybody's muted.
Range, yeah, I know, right? Oh, what's up, Colin?
Hey, you'll never guess what I'm doing right now.
What is that?
Playing Baldur's Gate 3.
Good for you.
Also, I joined right as Orcs and Ven left, I guess. I guess they went to match prep.
Yep.
So what if for the next small small event that we do the bidding draft that Wolfie just posted yesterday. I
I
mean,
mean,
pretty
if you
fun.
want to do one,
I love gambling.
this fight shouldn't be difficult.
Good, because
I
I'm
think
not
I'm
helping.
just going to run it. I kind of have an idea already, but I'm mostly running on vibes for this one because my team is good enough for this. I trust for judgment? Okay, cool. Yeah, because I kind of had this one prepped beforehand, but it's a lot of just don't get crit 3 times, or like twice.
Easy enough.
And I have backup Pokemon. Okay. Yep, they all had Oranberries. Okay, now at this point, I can't fuck it up, I'm pretty sure. There's only one person left. Okay, so it's that gym trainer. Okay. Yep, let's make sure I have this pulled up. Yep. Okay, so it should be going for Thunderwave with the Kecleon. So we can just bubble beam. Okay, so it just went for fighting move. But this means pluck does more damage now. I'm surprised it's not going for Thunder Wave. Crit Drain Punch does at most 31. That's what we have to keep in mind. Okay, now it Thunder Waved. So now we want to do Bubble Beam. And then Pluck. Yeah, because Pluck should always kill from this range. And we're still outspeeding. Yeah. Okay. That switches in Golett. And my goal here was to play with Piplup until I was in crit range, which I already am in. So we need to switch out to Seadra. Oh, poison's nice. Okay, so we're on Seadra. Crit Shadow Punch deals 27. We are faster, and Bubble Beam should be good. Oh, Bubble Beam just crit. So that switches in Hamako or Hakamo'o. How the fuck you pronounce it? So it could Iron Defense here. But we want to switch to Celio because we two-shot with Aurora Beam. And don't take too much damage. The scary part is Dragon Tail. And I'm not sure how it prioritizes that. So I wonder if I'm supposed to start with Luxray on this then. Dragon Tail, it's almost time for Dragon Tail. Yeah, I'm gonna go into Luxray. I kind of brought Celio and Luxray for this. Or no. Celio and Luxio.
I wish you had Luxray right now. You can have
Okay,
bait.
so we just clicked Dragon Breath. Which now crit Dragon Tail does 37. So I think we do need to switch to God Ball. It just protected, that's great. Okay, so it's a speed tie. Double Aurora Beam should always KO. Okay, Iron Defenses. Nice. And then that brings in Pignite. Which Baltoy should always take care of. Yeah, Baltoy should always take care of. We could brine here. Yeah, I guess we can brine here because Arm Thrust shouldn't KO. Because what? Non-crit 4-hit. Or non-crit 5-hit. No, because we're risking a crit plus a 5-hit. If we stay in. Yeah. So we do want to just go here. Okay, it just clicked Flame Charge to speed up. which is a little annoying. But its crits. Crit takedown does 33. So we're pretty fine here. Mudshot, Psybeam is a roll. But I should probably just Mudshot. That's a crit. Okay, so now I am faster because it's back to normal speed. It's at neutral now. I am faster by 2 points. Psybeam should always KO from this range. Nice. And it's funny that takedown crit actually helped. Because it just meant the Psybeam
It did more damage.
Yeah, it did more damage to itself. Okay. Sick. Nope. Brawly time, but I do not have my Brawly planned out yet. Okay. Now we got to figure out Brawly. Next trainer, Brawly. No fun. Yeah, I think my goal is to get Brawly done, and that's the stream.
That's good. Good goal.
So Prem Plop into Kabu looks like a good idea. The problem is I would really love for this to be in Lopunny next, so that way I can Aqua Jet it to get rid of its eject button. But the problem is I don't think I can force myself to take enough damage where I both play around a crit and put myself into under 50% for Retaliate to KO as a faster move. Which is a problem. Because versus Kubfu, I can pluck the Ayapapa Berry, which takes half of it. Like, basically the first attack it does doesn't matter. And pluck, Bubble Beam, Aqua Jet always KOs. Unless I min roll every single attack. So it's like a 99.9% chance to KO.
That's pretty good.
The problem is that if I do that, I only take 1 damage worth of attack. Unless it for some reason decides to go for a Sucker Punch, which it won't because it's not the most damaging move and it sees itself as faster. So even if I'm clicking Aqua Jet, it shouldn't Sucker Punch if I'm understanding the AI correctly.
I think that's correct, as I understand it.
So the problem is that Brick Break doesn't deal enough damage to me. Well, first, what outspeeds Primplop? So what outspeeds is... I guess this Thunder Punch doesn't KO if this isn't KOing. Oh, actually, you're right. It's not going to see something else to switch in. Because it would have to see Thunder Punch KOing where Retaliate doesn't. So there's like a very small... No, because this does 65. This says 62, so there's 40. Yeah, then it Aqua Jets. Yep, okay. Yeah, so as long as we are not at... Yeah. So as long as... So Retaliate did 40. This does 42. So we have to not be at 41 or 42. Which... These shouldn't be able to put me at that range. Where I'm at exactly 41 or 42. No, actually, 25... 64 minus 25 is 39. So the minimum it's putting me at is 39. And a crit does 37, which is 27, which is still more damage with my Oranberry. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so that guarantees low punny, you're right. Which means I Aqua Jet, and that brings out Combuskin. No, I think I like being able to Aqua Jet to get rid of this before I can even get a Retaliate off, and then that goes into Combuskin.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is going to bait the Thunder Punch. It could work up, but it should Thunder Punch. And that lets me switch into Palpitoad. Although a +1... Oh no, because it would have to double crit. Well, I won't be in range. No, wait. I could be. No, you're right. Yeah, because the worst case scenario is it works up on my switch to Palpitoad. But as long as that doesn't happen, which it shouldn't, wait, Bubble... Well, I don't two-shot. Or, no, I do two-shot, but I have to take 2 attacks, don't I? Isn't that a problem?
Yep.
Which I don't think I can take 2
Probably.
attacks, this is the problem. They should be fine with Orin. Unless it works up. So as long as it Thunder Punches, if it works up the second turn, that's fine. Yeah, because as long as it doesn't, like, work up on the switch, we'll be fine. Yeah. So that's Combuskin, and then that's going to be... Honestly, probably low punny back in. Yeah, it should bait low punny back in. Which then, how do we deal with low punny? Right, Taco Bell. Because Taco Bell resists the
Bell.
Retaliate. Should have already taken an Aqua Jet. Are we just clicking Ancient Power at that point? Because the problem is that it's going to heal up with Drain Punch. I'm going to see what Elm says. Rimplug plus Taco Bell might be able to do it. Yeah, might be able to switch back. But I should definitely be able to switch on the Retaliate. And then with an Oran Berry, I should be able to live a couple Drain Punches. As long as I get it down to under half, Brine will deal a lot more damage. So it's like 2 attacks plus Brine. So I have to be able to survive 4 attacks. Because then I should be able to Aqua Jet it if Brine doesn't KO. So I have to be able to survive 4 attacks, which 4 Drain Punches plus Retaliate means I need to not get crit in here with my Oran Berry. And if I get crit, I'll probably have to switch. But we're probably in a good position. Oh, Paris evolves at plus 1 more level. Because you don't know how I deal with Parley Whirl. Paris evolves at 22. Okay, good to know.
Your mom evolves at level 22. Got him.
Parley Whirl has Ice Beam. But doesn't Luxio deal with this pretty easily? Because Nuzzle into Spark gets the KO? So as long as we don't get crit twice, because what's a non-crit? Non-crit does at most 21, into a crit does 48, so 69. So we live perfectly. No, because we won't take enough damage. I need Luxio for Scraggy. Yeah, you're right. I think I do need Luxio for Scraggy. Because Double Covet does it. So if we're not doing that for Poliwhirl, how are we doing with Poliwhirl? Ice Beam is kind of stupid. Add Parasect to the calc? Okay. How do I do that? Is it just spelled like that? And it'll be level 22. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, as long as we get a spore off, it's... I mean, even without a spore, just double Mega Drain is pretty free. Yeah, I don't think I have to spore. Just double Mega Drain. I just need to... Well, even a crit, I should be able to heal out of the range. Because what, 43 plus 43... Well, I got 60%, or... Oh, so that's the reason to spore, is that it reduces the chance we take 2 ice beams. Because even if it's a 1-turn sleep, it's the same probability, but it makes it just significantly less likely we take 2 ice beams. So, random, like, unlucky mitigation. But yeah, I do think Parasect does really good into Poliwhirl. In that case, how are we dealing with Hitmontop?
With Joe.
I don't know who Joe is.
Joe Mama. Got him.
I was so got.
We agree. Thank you, Ice.
Smoked plus smoked.
Oh, get cooked.
How do we bring in Poliwhirl early? By... Oh, by going into Tortuga. To bait out the HP grass. And then that lets us switch to... Okay, I see. Which then, if we're here... Yep, and then Aqua Jet it out. And then that baits in Poliwhirl for the HP grass, which gives us a very safe switch into Parasect. Which will then bait in... If we're on Parasect... Yeah, that baits in Combuskin, but then Combuskin's going to click Incinerate. Which is less what we want to take. But we could potentially switch to Primplop on Incinerate. Yeah. I was getting there. And then that lets us bait Thunder Punch. And then into this, yep. This takes care of Combuskin. And then that should bring in Lopunny, which we're going back to Tortuga on. So Tortuga will take some more damage, but you're right, there's a good chance Parasect can help here as well. So we just switch on once we're in the crit range. And then we have Luxio for Oh, so then we just need to figure out Hitmontop. Which it's going to be switching Hitmontop. Which ones isn't? I forgot our... Meditite. Oh, right. I mean, we can click Seismic Toss a couple times. Yeah, just dead to Pursuit. Force Pompera. That doesn't sound like the best idea. Yeah, Seismic Toss is always a 3-hit. Because it always does exactly 21. But the problem is we're slower. So we're just like going to die to a crit. Let me look at... Do we have anything that's good here? Nope. Well, so we also have Luxio because we need Luxio, so like we need kind of one Pokemon to deal with this. So like, yes, we can. Seadra does mostly more damage than it takes, but it's not gonna 3-hit. But depending on what's healthy, we could steer and switch. Problem is that Mach Punches are just going to 3-hit. Wait, what the fuck is Feint Attack? It's just a 60 base power move, right?
It's an old gen move.
Just a weak dark
Got
move?
Dex.
Okay. Yeah.
Not to be confused with faint.
Yeah, that's why I was just like double checking. Yeah, there's not really a world where I can get away with getting a Lucio switch in for the Intimidate drop without risking it on the Scraggy. Well, you might want to Meditate, chip it down, Meditate dies, and then you have a free Lucio switch to finish it off, but I don't know. Just strategically sack Meditate? That feels... So me at first thought? Okay. Well, I am not going to lock that in until we've sat here for significantly longer. Just to see if there's anything else we could figure out. Although, if I'm switching in... Oh, that's true. It's scary because a Mach Punch crit can just KO. And Luxio does not outspeed, so we're taking 2 of those. You can realistically play around Mach Punch crit. Although if we are in on... So what I'm feeling... Oh, Rock Tomb is a problem, isn't it? Because it's just going to Rock Tomb and outspeed Luxio. So, Feint Attack crit basically ends us. Okay, let's see. Crunch just fucking cracks. But what if we're on... No, that does like way too much. Because even like a fake out does fucking 40. Which is a lot more HP than we have. I was trying to figure out if there's a world where we switch in Luxio and then switch it to something else on the Hitmontop. It's not realistic. To bring Preplump in. It just takes too much. Problem is that it's not even a free Luxio switch because I still get Mach Punched. And then I don't have enough HP to deal with Scraggy. Well, I guess as long as I don't get crit on the feint attack. Yeah, but I don't want to sack a Pokemon for a 1 in 16 that I get crit on the move that matters. Especially when a Mach Bunk crit can just KO me. So I'm like, have to not get crit twice. I really just don't have the box for the last Pokemon IMO. I may be wrong. Yeah, I'm just looking through, just kind of doing math. Depending on how much HP we have after defeating Lopunny, there's... Really Parasect against Kubfu? I mean, I'm not really doing any damage. Does it sleep, eat its berry, hopefully stay healthy, keep Primplump at a decent health. Like, I mean, I could just Spore and then switch to Primplump immediately. And then eat its berry with Block. That lets Primplump stay a lot healthier, assuming it stays asleep. Well, look, I don't think I needed my HP on Paris, right? Because... Oh, I guess I just don't get crit by the Ice Beam. Does 43. Because my thought was, even if I don't get the sleep turns, I'm still fine. No, what I was thinking was it just takes one extra attack. Oh, I'm risking a flinch. Wait, what can flinch me? Oh, Zen Headbutt? Oh, yeah, I guess that is a... Yeah, I don't think this extension works that well. Yeah, you're right. You don't want to play into that flinch. Yeah, you're right. So there's also a decent chance that something on my team is healthy. Okay, let's start from the top just so I can write it down. Okay. So, Primplop. Is Oranberry. Primplop gets hit, but we pluck and heal back up. To full. Then we take 39 to 46% from Brick Break. And Bubble Beam. And Aqua Jet always gets the KO. Which baits out Low Punny. And then from here we go into Tortuga on the Retaliate. Switch to Tortuga. And take 10 to 13%. And then Aqua Jet, force the switch. Into Polytoad. Not Polytoad. Poliwhirl. And then on Poliwhirl, we switch to Paris. On HP Grass, take 3% chip. And then take Ice Beam. Don't get crit or frozen. Spore. And then Mega Drain. So the worst is that, like, if we get crit on one Ice Beam but it stays asleep, we heal it all back. Oh no, we don't heal it all back because we only heal... What percentage does Mega Drain heal? Is it 50%? Okay. So we're healing 60, so 30 HP. So luckily, if we're lucky, we'd be at full. At worst, we'd be taking like 30, which would just be healed. So at worst, we'd be at like 30-ish HP. But we could be at full. And then that brings back out Low Punny. No, that brings out Combuskin. Combuskin Incinerate. And we switch to Was this a Primplup switch, or was this a Tortuga switch? It's a Primplup switch. To be able to bait the Thunderbolt, or the Thunder Punch. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Primplup takes... at most 17% down to... So it's going to be taking 46 plus 17%. So we would... Primplup will be down to around 37% at this point. But Oranberry back up to 47%-ish. That's assuming it gets high rolled. But doesn't get crit. Either way, it should be fine. Oh, Incinerate destroys berries. Okay. Right. But that baits Thunder Punch. Yeah, because we'll be at 37%-ish, so most likely Double Kick won't see a KO. Switch to Palpitoad. We have to double Bubble Beam and not get crit, basically. Jesus. It's like 18 plus 18 plus 18 plus 18. 72. So as long as it's not all high rolls, and if it works up, like we're in a really good spot. Because 37 plus 25 is 62. But a berry should make that fine. So as long as it works up, we're in a very good spot. But then that will bring in Lopunny. We go back into this. We go into Lopunny. And at this point, we switch Tortuga in on the Retaliate. We'll be at like 80% HP. But realistically, we just play until we're in crit range and smack down it, right? Or I guess fish for ancient powers. Because realistically, at this point, this should be healthy enough. Yeah, like between Tortuga and this, we should be fine. That'll bring in Hitmontop, and then it's from Hitmontop where we need to be careful. But at this point, like all four of our Pokemon are going to be pretty damaged. Yeah, Hitmontop is just not fun to calc against. Like, ideally... Actually, ideally we get the KO with Parasect to bait the Rock Slide. So if we can get the KO on Lopunny with Paris, that gives us a pretty good shot to bait Rock Slide, because I'm pretty sure fastest kill is going to be plus 12 versus Fake Out. Is plus 9. So if we're at under half with Paris, that should bait out Rock Slide, which should at least give us a good switch into... It's not even great, though. It's just better than taking a Fake Out. So my issue with just planning this sack is that even if we do, that still puts us in the position where we don't win with Luxray or Luxio. No, because the problem is that we're going to get Rock Tombed. Yeah, I guess you're right. We just need to not get... So... Oh, how does Rest AI work? The AI decides... If the AI decides it should recover, it's plus 8. Oh, so it should just... Yeah, you're right. Because unless it sees the KO, which it won't unless it's been crit, it will just rest. Okay. Yeah, because it won't calculate in the crit. Yeah, you're right. So as long as we don't get crit and mock punched, we're fine. We just have to get it down to under 40%, which we have a reasonable shot to do. So 2 seismic tosses, like if we just assume we always get 2, that's 21 and 21. That's 42 damage. Plus Mineral Covet is 22, which is 64. Oh yeah, that always KOs. So can we fish for Force Palm? 16, 16 is 32. $32.54. $16.21 is 37. No, wait, what? 40. Why is that so much? $21.21 is 42. 64, right? Am I just bad at math? 16 plus 21 is 37. Oh, 59. Okay, so we can go 1 Force Palm to try to get the para into Seismic Toss, into Covet. Because that always gets the KO, so we get 1 chance for a para on Force Palm. So we just need to be able to get 2 attacks off with Meditite, which we should be able to. So we're switching in on a Rock Slide. So we have to be able to take at least 3 attacks, which, like, these calcs are showing that we should. Yeah, because if we switch it on a Rock Slide, it's just going to click Pursuit at that point. So 13. And then 21 and 21. It's 55, so we live with an Oranberry through all of that. So we just need to not get crit at all here. Be hitting on top. Yeah, no, let me just finish writing this down so I don't forget once we get there. But yeah, no, we'll run this. Switch to meditate. Rock slide. Force bomb. Plus Easement toss. Don't get crit. Momentum into Luxio. Pivot always KO. Force in Scraggy. Pivot for the win. Okay. And then, if I recall correctly, this should just be Oranberry on everything. Okay, so we need Purplup, Tortuga, Paris, who's evolving, Palpitoad, Meditite, Luxio. Then Oranberry's on everything. And then we're rare candying Paris. Yeah, because the evolution is... Oh, why is this not saying? Yep. Okay. So actual rare candy on Paris. My goat. Oranberry, 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 Oranberry. Okay. Okay. This is exactly what we're doing, right? Let's get it. Let's run this. Uh, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go fill my water. I'll start this.
I have returned.
Okay. I just filled my water. Wait, why did this just clear out of here? What the fuck? One second, my calc decided to be mad at me. Okay. Let's start this. Okay. We pluck here. And we heal back up to full. And then we bubble beam. And then we aqua jet.
Nice.
That baits out Low Punny. Low Punny's going to click retaliate. We are going to switch to Tortuga. And then we're going to aqua jet, which is going to proc its eject button and force it into Poliwhirl. Poliwhirl is going to Hidden Power Grass. We are going to switch to Paris. We are going to get Ice Beamed. We need to not get crit for this fight to be a lot easier. And we are going to Spore.
Not a crit.
And then if it stays asleep, that makes it so we don't have to risk another crit. But we're going to take 2 Mega Drains here. Stays asleep.
All right.
We are at full. That baits